Hi, my name is Karen Martinez. I am from Ecuador. I live in Guayaquil City. I study in Escuela Superior Politécnica del Litoral. I am going to talk about DSL Digital Subscriber Line. DSL is a digital broadband transmission technology that involves sending digital information through a subscriber telephone line, also called a local loop. DSL generally describes the technology, while xDSL represents the individual difference of DSL technology. X is a variable that changes depending on the speed and application of xDSL technology. Example, ADSL, VDSL, etc. xDSL is a technology in which a terminal xDSL modem device is needed at each end of copper circuit, which accept data stream in digital format on, and overlays it to a high-speed analog signal. The advantage of techniques is to support several channels on a single pair of wires. Based on this, telephone operators routinely provides three channels, two for data, down and up, and one for voice. The data sending and receiving services are set up via an xDSL modem. One, this data passes through a device called a splitter, which allow the simultaneous use of the basic telephone service and the xDSL service. Two, the splitter is placed in front of user and central modems, consists of two filters, a low pass and a high pass, whose purpose is to separate the signal transmitted by the channel into high frequency data and low frequency telephone signals. Here is present a table with some different types of xDSL technology with some useful information such as max distance, downstream speed, and upstream speed. For example, the two most used technology such as ADSL and xDSL can be compared through this information. We can learn that ADSL max downstream speed is 8 Mbps, while xDSL max downstream speed is 1.5 Mbps, which represent an advantage for ADSL. We also can acknowledge that xDSL max distance is 3 km and for ADSL it is 3.6 km, and in that terms we can also say that ADSL is better. ADSL is a system by which digital data can be transmitted at 128 kbps in a copper telephone line from a user to a destination using digital transmission instead of analog. This is done by performing a bypass to equipment of the phone company that only handle analog signals. ADSL is implemented over an ISDN line and is currently used as an internet connection for data transfer. The ADSL services a low speed of 128 kbps or 144 kbps. xDSL high bit rate digital subscriber line is one of the first variants of DSL. The main feature of xDSL is that it's symmetrical. An example, in equal amount of bandwidth is available in both upstream and downstream directions. xDSL can carry both voice and data over the same communication link. The max distance for the xDSL transmission is generally 3.7 am when used over copper wires. The most commonly accepted format for xDSL communication is 1.5 Mbps full duplex transmission T1. This configuration is called dual duplex. xDSL it uses twist pair of copper line with two pairs of four cable in the line with 768 Mbps full duplex operating on each pair. xDSL symmetric digital line subscriber. It is very similar to the xDSL technology, since it supports symmetrical transmission, but with two particularities. It uses a single copper pair and has a maximum range of 3 km. This technology provides the same bandwidth in both directions, both for uploading and downloading data, meaning that regardless of whether you are loading or downloading information from the web, you have the same performance of excellent quality. xDSL delivers transmission speed between a T1 or E1 range up to 1.5 Mbps and maximum distance of 3.7 km to 5 km from the central office through a single pair of cables. This type of connection is ideal for small and medium businesses that need an efficient way to uploading or download files to the web. ADSL. It's consistent of analog transmission of digital data support by the symmetrical copper pair cable that carries the conventional phone line or subscriber line. An ADSL modem is a class transceiver that connects a computer or a router to a telephone circuit. It's several similar proposed to voiceband modem, which was commonly used in late 90s. However, the data transfer rate is up to 20 times higher. Some of the characteristics of an ADSL are: ADSL uses a single phone line or simultaneous voice and data transmission, and an ADSL modem is located externally to the computer. Routers typically connect to the computer's Ethernet port. If an ADSL modem is connecting via an operating system USB port, basically all computers will recognize as a network interface driver. ADSL modem vary greatly when it comes to speed which data is transferred. The speed of data can vary between each of the ADSL offers that have the companies that provide these services. Now, VDSL or VHDSL stands for Very High Speed Digital Subscriber Line and is the evolution of ADSL. It allows transfer of 52 Mbps of download and 12 Mbps of upload, or asymmetric transfer of 26 Mbps theoretical data, which in reality are somewhat lower numbers depending as into other case from the distance to switchboard mailing. This is an evolution of ADSL which can be supplied asymmetrically through 100 Mbps download on and 100 Mbps of upload, or in asymmetrical way 100 Mbps and both up and down, in an ideal condition without resistance of the copper pairs and with zero distance to the central.